So this week I was down on Doddington Lane Pits on Moon Lake. Obviously during the week you can book the double pegs as solo pegs. So obviously that's what I did. I arrived on the Sunday and I was fishing through till the Thursday. On site there is a tackle shop, a shower block, and there's composting toilets like dotted around the site. Um, Obviously one of the reasons why I decided on Doddington, it was a nice vast bit of water. Um, with a good head of carp in there. Obviously, the conditions were going to be tricky. Checking the weather forecast the day before made it literally 30 plus degrees for the majority of the week, even though I wasn't necessarily expecting those temperatures when I initially booked. But yeah, the site itself looks decent, clean and tidy, nice big pegs. Obviously, I'm a solo angler, so booking it during the week, I basically get a double peg for the price of a single peg. So I thought it'd be well worth the look. Very early on day two, obviously day one was for me a little bit of a write off. Not so much a write off, but I generally use my first 24 hours just for a bit of fact finding. Um, it's generally like casting to show and fish and trying to figure out what kind of areas that they like to be in. Up really early this morning. Obviously, England match was on last night, but as the sun came up, this is a really important time to get eyes on the water so you can try and figure out how the fish are going to behave around this time. It can make you decide whether your strategy is to bait early or to put more bait on the spots early, or whether to just let that morning feeding time just do what it needs to do. Um, my tactic today, obviously this morning anyway, is just to pretty much be up with the sun, get eyes on the water, try get an idea of areas. I've already had two liners on two of my rods. Um, One of them I actually left the zig out overnight. I did adjust its location before dark, but it's something I don't normally do. But I do need to increase my confidence in zigs, and a few pretty good anglers have said that zigs can fish really well at night, which I'm not overly confident on zigs full stop, which is a bit mad because I have fished for so long, and I have been picking up quite a lot of fish, but I felt like zigs are the one area where I might be actually missing a trick. And with the heat we've been having lately, it seems ridiculous to not add that tool to my arsenal and try and gain a bit of confidence in it. I've got fish chaining over in front of us now as well, a little bit more to the left than my baited spot. But this is one of the benefits of being up early, watching the water. Just gives you that bit of information on where the fish kind of like to be. I'm in for a hot day today, like a really hot day today. Um, so there's a good chance I'll switch two to zigs. Um, I might go two zigs, one PVA bag. And then I'll fish the two zigs over to the left, and I'll work on finding exactly where I want my bait for during the night or for later in the day as it starts to cool down. I just can't see with the way that the weather forecast is saying it's going to be. I can't see the fish being down on the bottom at all. I need to buy some bait today because I think everything seems to be pointing towards to a baited spot. I've kind of came to that conclusion because I've seen when I saw fish yesterday, and when I've seen fish last night, and when I've seen fish now there this morning, they are quite a centralized area, and there is quite a bit of depth in front of us. To be fair, I'm not sure this lake really has massively shallow areas. The very far margin, it drops down to 4 foot in places, but that's out of bounds for me. All the activity I'm seeing this morning is central. I've got a spot about 15 wraps out. 2 zigs in a PVA bag today. I'm going to keep them off to the left, quite a bit off to the left. Whilst they're fishing, I'll be getting the marker rod out and then having a good cast around trying to find me spots. There's another one turning over to the left. A little bit out my water, that. Yeah, so plan for today is get some bait prep done this morning. I've got some left that I prepped yesterday. I'll probably commit that to the spot that I've got at 30 wraps. Pop 2 zigs on. But I don't think I'm going to do anything with what I've got out for a little while. Patience has been patience has been a key tool in all the catching I've been doing over the last 9 to 10 months. I've been really prolific, and patience has been a big part of that. Sometimes just leaving things alone and letting the fish move on to it has improved my catch rate massively. So yeah, there's fish in the area that I've be baited spot though. Yeah, so a bit of a mixture of information I've been getting. I've seen a few far, I've seen a few very central. I've been getting liners on the rods that are closer to his. That would imply that I need to come even closer again. But yeah, once the zigs are out, I think it's a case of have a let about, find spots that I'm happy with. Just make sure I'm well presented and hope for the best. But I think it's going to be zig weather today, or surface fishing weather today at least. But I can see a lot of fish just cruising and just sunbathing today. So I think my best opportunities is going to be this in the mornings and in the evenings. But this morning the gamble's going to be just to leave everything I'm doing alone. Couple hook pulls. We're getting us down a bit, adjusted my tactics. And we're rewarded with this absolute star. So that's the end of my trip to Doddington Lane Pits on Moon Lake. Fish peg 12. It is somewhere I'll come back. It's got pretty much everything you need. Double pegs, but through the week you can book them as a solo angler. Shower block, tackle shop. Also, like, you can buy your pellet and boilie, like the house pellet and boilie you can buy as well. So might increase your chances given them what they're already being fed. But yeah, I've had a good time. It's been a hot week. Most of the fish obviously weren't interested during the day, but early mornings early mornings is where I did the damage. So yeah, overall it was a positive trip. I'm absolutely sweating. The new bivvy, the new bed chair were great, like absolutely love them. Didn't get a chance to use the new barrow though, but managed to get a few fish out in really tough conditions. It has been 30 plus all week. But yeah, quite enjoyed it. I quite enjoyed the place. I might try pit 1 or pit 2 next time. But yeah, keep an eye out for more content coming from D2A. Thanks for watching, and if you're not already, like, follow and subscribe.